So yeah, so now we're gonna move on to the second story here because we got another story here, okay? And this has to do with Fresh. And this situation actually more like Fresh and SNEAKO, right? So here's the thing, chat. Before we even get into this, I want to ask you guys a question. Okay, chat, and you got to be honest. Chat family, okay? Most of us were here, okay? So I got to ask you guys a question. We're not on Rumble. We're on YouTube right now. I don't know, some of y'all in the chat might have Rumble accounts. That's cool. That's cool. All right, but we're asking for the guys in the YouTube chat or the YouTube comment section watching this video right now. You remember that debate between SNEAKO and Fresh, a couple days ago? Y'all remember that? Put a one in the chat if you remember that. Just a one. Yeah, you remember that, right? Okay. Who do you guys believe won that debate? Put an F for Fresh or an S for SNEAKO. I'll wait. I want to see. Put an F for Fresh or an S for SNEAKO. I want to know what you guys thought, because this is very important here. So I suggest all 430 of y'all in here, y'all need to vote right now. We got to get your votes. My answer to what a lot of the people thought was the winner, or who they thought was the winner, might actually shock you guys. Okay, let me look. So we see a lot of S's. We see a couple. No, I see only one F. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that SNEAKO obviously won this debate, right? That does my heart well, because I'm telling you guys right now, what if I told you that the niggas over at the Fumble Rumble Reject Squad actually believe that Fresh won the debate over SNEAKO? What would y'all say to that? What if I told y'all that SNEAKO's people in SNEAKO's chat actually believed that Fresh beat SNEAKO in that debate, right? Because they thought that Fresh was holding SNEAKO accountable for all the pill popping shit he used to say, right? So again, I found that hilarious because we were all in agreement that SNEAKO definitely won that. Fresh came off as a bumbling idiot, like normal, right? Like as always, right? And to be fair, he did, because it's like we reacted to it. He tried to get his thoughts out, but like it sounded just not well thought out. It just discombobulated all over the place, right? But yes, and SNEAKO finally had a chance to react to that stream, and he did, right? And he actually was kind of, you could tell because a lot of people were trying to say, hey, yo, is there a rift between you and Fresh right now? Like, what's going on? So SNEAKO kind of goes into that a little bit, right? Because at first he starts the stream, and we only clip the parts that he was talking about what's relevant to the show right now. But he starts the stream off talking about like how, his lifestyle changed, right? Everything changed, and now he's no longer trying to like be around this networking thing. And apparently, if you're a guy that likes to network, you're gay. Yeah. That's SNEAKO's ideology. That's what I'm saying. This guy, like, I appreciate the lifestyle change he's making. I just think he still says dumb shit. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But again, he continues, right? Then he goes into examples like, I don't want to rent cars and do all this stupid shit, be around all these fake people and all this stuff. And as he's going in on the topic, right, his fans start to notice, like, hey, bro, a lot of those examples you're mentioning awfully sound like you're describing Fresh. Right? Wait a minute. You're talking about the rental cars and whatnot, because that's what Fresh does. He's a car dealer behind the scenes. Y'all don't know that, right? He's a car dealer. So you got that, and then you got the whole Miami area where they're at. And then you also talk about like the vainest shit that they talk about, the shallow shit they talk about, right? So you got all these things, and the fans are like, yo, is he describing Fresh? Like, what's going on, right? So then over time, after like a incredibly long part where he's talking about different things, he then circled back to it, right? Because people were posting the clips of the debate in his Discord, and they were clowning him for it, right? So then he reacts to it a little bit, and then gives his own, little idea of what he thought was going on. Because he's like, yo, Fresh, I mean, I don't know how y'all are saying this happened, because he was coming off as a complete buffoon, right? And then he asks his chat, yo, who do you think won that debate? And they said, yo, hands down, we honestly thought Fresh did. And he was like, damn, right? So listen, the reason why I'm saying that is just to highlight the difference between people on YouTube and these idiots on Rumble. Because honestly, I don't even like Fresh, but like he definitely did not win that. he lost that shit. Like, I don't even like SNEAKO either, like all that much. I appreciate the lifestyle changes he's making. Don't mean I like the nigga. Like, it's just like, hey, I mean, bro, SNEAKO, you won that one. So it's just weird how that worked. But don't ask me. Take a look, because after this, right, even during that, here's the thing, even during that whole stream, he then went off on an unhinged tangent. Like, he crashed out completely on Ethan Klein and starts going in on him on these insane racist shit. And then he gets mad when his audience, or not his audience, well, actually kind of his audience, right? Because when he does stuff like call out Andrew Tate on the talking points on white supremacists or whatever it is, because Tate says that white supremacists aren't racist, right? That's what he said. And SNEAKO, his main call out for Tate, and reacted to this before, was that, you know, you're saying white supremacists and whatnot, you must be a Jew. Obviously, if you think one race is better than all, I mean, that sounds awfully Jewish to me, bro. Right? So that's what SNEAKO is calling him out on. And people are saying, yo, SNEAKO, like, how can you be doing all of that, right? And my man's calling you out. My man's saying all of these things, and you're going in on these racist, like, not racist tangents, right? But they're situations of you when you've gone on these racist tangents, right? You said the most racist thing, so much so people almost think that you were trying to be a little white supremacist yourself, right? So a lot of people just found that a bit hypocritical, right? But other group of people found it a bit disappointing. Now some of you be thinking, whoa, what do you mean, right? Like, SNEAKO is now attacking Tate on the white supremacist comment, and SNEAKO's fans are finding it disappointing. Why would SNEAKO's fans find it disappointing that SNEAKO is calling out white supremacy? Well, because half of SNEAKO's fans are people that loved the white supremacist shit that he was talking, right? They love that crap, right? And remember, I told you guys earlier in the stream, when they feel as though you're deviating from the alt-white narrative, like you basically got simple white dudes, right? If they feel like you're deviating from that a little bit, then all of a sudden you're lefty, you're liberal, or even according to them, even worse, you're a Jew. You're a Jew, right? So that's what it is. So people have been like, SNEAKO's white supremacist audience have been calling him out, right? And it seems like he's now at a different crossroads, because now they're saying, hey, you're crossing Andrew Tate on this white supremacist thing, but we actually support him when he says that, right? So whose side are you on, SNEAKO? Are you going to be with the white supremacists, or are you going to be with the Muslims? So, yo, chat, I think I was wrong. No, I was wrong. SNEAKO is kind of facing his own version of what Andrew Tate is facing right now between the alt-right in the UK and the Muslim group, right? So I love this. I love all of this. Let's get into the video.
Till then, it's better to have halal loneliness than haram happiness. I should be lonely based on my past social life and everything, because I used to hang out, have friends all the time, be going out, social. Networking. Networking is homosexual, by the way. It is. I understand that people want to do it for business and for money, but like glazing and dick sucking people that have, this guy rents cars, this guy sells Chinese scam like doing that whole circus to try to make more money is gay. You are pretending to like people for more money. Jewish, gay, don't like it. Networking, bye. I cut out all of that, and all I do, this is the only thing I socialize with, is that rug right here. 5 prayers. I haven't prayed Isha yet. I still have some time. Maybe I'll do it during stream, but Isha's before midnight.
That's great. That's absolutely great. All fine and dandy, right? But again, what does this have to do with networking and it being homosexual? Like, where do you get these ideas from? Like, clearly this is not something an intelligent person says, where if they research anything whatsoever, right? So I don't get how you get, it's purely homosexual if you network. Like, what have you been doing for the past 3 years? Being gay? So people were right. You were just prancing around trying to network with Andrew Tate, network with Fresh and Fit, network with Zerka, network with fucking what's that guy's name? That Palestinian guy that goes crazy all the time. Fuzi, right? Networking with all these stars. Aiden Ross. What were you, just being gay, SNEAKO? For the past 3 years, you were gay, and now you're straight. Thanks to the Lord, thanks to Allah. Allah made me see straight. That networking shit I was doing was hella gay. Like, what are you talking about? This is what I'm saying, bro. And now you're getting mad at your own fans because you're not extreme enough. But then every once in a while, you say these extreme shit. That doesn't make any sense, right? He's either saying you're gay or you're Jewish. This is what they doing on Twitter now. No, this is Twitter. Like, this is it. This is the whole stick. Like, I don't get it. And then you wonder why people are saying it's a massive, even more of a bigger cesspool now than when the liberals had control over it. Yes, Twitter was depressing when the lefties were owning the platforms, right? Like the former owner and whatnot. But ever since the transfer to Elon Musk, you cannot deny, bro, the alt-right situation has expanded to new levels. No one can deny that. Y'all are all on some bullshit.
Only been all my conversations have been with this. All the difficulties, everything has been right here. I'm not dissing Fresh. Oh my God, I'm not dissing Fresh. This is what networking is like in Miami. It's not.
Yo, people are like, hey, hold up. That sounds a lot like Fresh. And here's the thing. What is Fresh known as in the group? It's clearly not for his talents as a podcaster, right? I mean, we don't know him as a talented podcaster. In fact, he doesn't even deserve to be on a B mic right now, right? Okay. So Fresh is known for the networking piece, correct? Okay. So you're talking about renting cars. You're talking about networking being gay. Who are you talking about? Who honestly are you talking about? It's obviously it's Fresh. It's Fresh. All right. And this was after the debate y'all had, right? Because I don't know. Listen, SNEAKO, I mean, he kind of did call you out because, again, you calling him out on the red pill shit kind of makes you a hypocrite because at one point in time, you were also a red pillar. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, listen, it's better to just criticize the talking points now because it has been bastardized than saying, oh, you used to be a red pill. Well, yeah, so were you, dumbass. Like, we're both in the same boat, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, again, it's just clean up your shit. All right. At least you could say, hey, I joined Islam. And now I'm trying to clean up my act, right? I still do and say red pill shit because he does extreme red pill shit, right? But he's not, on that Myron wave, Tate wave, or your wave, Fresh. So again, this is how that works.
I love Fresh. We love Fresh. W Fresh. Don't try to make it look bad and like create more division. I love Fresh. Stop. Okay? But Miami people are just like the most glazy. For example,
I love Fresh, but Miami people are the most glazy. He about to go into an example right now. Listen. If Fresh was probably watching this, he probably don't like you right now because y'all. I mean, the whole debate was kind of weird, and not to mention, okay, if we're actually gonna go back to it here, all right, not to mention that you're gonna be on this new show with Myron. Okay, it's gonna be Myron, Nick Fuentes, you, and Elijah. We don't see Fresh on here. So even if there's no divide, there's kind of a divide right now because Fresh is like, well, I'm not included in this. All right, so I'm just relegated to this dating shit now, huh? So yeah, if there's a reason for him to be mad, it'd be this right here. Just throw that out there.
I go to the steam room. I go to the steam room gym up in North Miami because there's not a lot of them over there. And the conversations there are just the most homosexual, like people talking about, okay, this is what I heard in the steam room today. This conversation, like two guys walk in, and it's just quiet. Like we're just like sitting here, bro. You're wearing like a bathing suit. Like I don't want to talk. There's men sweating here, and I hear you breathing. I don't want to hear you breathe. Now you got to talk. So they sit down, they have a conversation. Bro, I just closed $10 million networking deal. Dude, just closed $10 million deal for the thing. Oh man, I closed a $20 million deal. Yeah, so my boss needs to know where it is. I got to grab him by the balls and tell him what it is. Shut up. Okay, fine. I walk out. I go to the hot tub so that they shut up. They come and follow me to the hot tub. They're sitting in there. Man, I'm not even on my running recently. I haven't been running properly at all. Bro, my cardio's slacking so much. Do you do cardio? I don't do cardio. I just have sex. Whoa! Did you really need to like vocalize that to everybody? Do you think I'd care? Why? Like, yeah, I just have sex. I get real sweaty when I'm having sex. Yeah, dude. Real conversation. Wallahi, real conversation.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you go to medium market cities like Miami, okay? I mean, people don't go there to be humble. They go to be vain and weird, right? That's just how it is. Like, listen, vanity, all of it is vanity, bro. It's just what it is. So don't deny you were a part of that too, like literally 2 years ago. Like, not even 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago, nigga, that was your life. That's what you always wanted to be. You damn near wrecked your career for all of that vanity. And now I'm glad that you found whatever a piece that you were searching for, although I still have my reservations. But don't act like that wasn't you a year and a half ago, bro. So just be humble about it. But yeah, it's good that you're able to appreciate that. Yeah, that kind of conversation is weird. But then again, it's like, this is the guy that hangs out with Fuzi. So just take that with a grain of salt. Shout out to I Don't Play Games with the Two says, Diddy got arrested. Yeah, that's a reaction video coming up, bro. That's just crazy. We got, matter of fact, that might even pop out tomorrow. We might have to pop that out tomorrow. That's just crazy. But yeah, he getting locked up. It's a wrap for bro. It is what it is. You couldn't make it. And honestly, the signs were there the whole time. Like the movie cameos he was doing, the weird shit. Everybody knew. People were talking about it. But like, Cat Williams, it took him to basically expose that shit for y'all to know. Like, again, he's been saying that even through his comedy for years. All right. It's just now that people are waking up because 2024, all them ditties are getting busted, bro. Ain't that right, Myron? Hold up. With my theme song for Myron here. All right. Because Myron is the diddle buster. All right, because he goes around with all these other dudes, they busting diddlers, right? Myron's the diddle buster.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
It literally says right here, but I hope me being 15 isn't an issue for you, and you respond, good boy.
Hey, just be honest with us. How many underage kids you slept with?
We got him.
So we got Myron and the diddle busting crew. All right, 2024 is the age of the diddlers. Okay, they getting exposed all over the place. But you know what I find is funny? Myron is doing predator hunters. Okay, but he couldn't spot the predator Zerka on his platform. Make it make sense, bro. You couldn't spot the predator Andrew Tate on your platform too. Okay, okay, buddy. Let's call him out. Let's call him out, bro. Point and shoot.
Just talk. I'd rather just talk. Put my hands on the floor over here. And she doesn't know anything. She was a Zionist last month, and now she's just riding the wave. And everybody lets it happen because when a girl joins the conservative space, they all like, yes, you're so base. Yes, W. Tradwife. You're a queen. But they don't know.
Someone told you, oh, your content is trash. How would you feel?
I don't care. If I know it's dope, it's dope.
No, but it's dope to you, right?
If it's dope to me, then it's dope.
But that's what I'm saying. To me, what I do is dope. But he said I don't do shit. So he said I don't do shit, nigga.
Who won this debate? Who won this debate, chat?
Hey, we already voted, right? And clearly, people on YouTube, I think this is a very clear sign that we have a bigger brain than these Rumble niggas. I mean, I don't see how on earth people on Rumble thought this guy Fresh won the debate. Like, I thought it was pretty clear. I mean, Fresh had a point in calling SNEAKO out, and we even said that. But for them to say that Fresh won this shit, he can't even win a debate against himself. He can't even win a debate against his own mind and inner thoughts if he has one. Like, that's crazy.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know what I do. No, I'm not mad.
You're yelling and saying shut the fuck up.
That was a clip. Anyhow, let's continue.
I was gooning. Like,
but then tell them that.
I'm gooning.
Your audience, sometimes, they'll go and do that stuff in public. And then it's like...
Give me one example of this happening.
See, honestly, if Fresh was smart, if Fresh was sharp, he would have pulled something like this.
So this was quite a funny clip that I saw.
What did you take? Fuck the woman! Fuck the woman!
What? No, wait. We love women. We love women.
But not like transgenders.
Yes, sir. We love everybody. No.
All gays should die.
Yeah, merch, preach. What have I done? Can I get in the video?
What have you done, SNEAKO? Because Fresh isn't wrong. What you did literally a year and a half ago had insane impact on a bunch of underage kids. All right, to the point they see you in public. All they say is, "Hey, SNEAKO, fuck the women, fuck the women. All gays should die." That is the fruits of your work. This is what you put out there, and this is who you're doing. So if Fresh was smart and prepared for a debate, I would have dropped this as Exhibit A. Like, hey, bro, like you not doing this shit here. Like this wasn't you like a year and a half ago. You won't come at me, bro. Like, come on, dog. Let's come on. Like, what we doing?
This is where I'm gonna stop because I don't want to call out names on camera. But
This is my number one gripe. I love Fresh, but when he does this thing where like he engages in a difficult conversation and pretends like he has hidden information that other people don't know. When Fresh becomes CIA agent, when he becomes like a KGB spy, like I can't say this on camera, nigga.
Bro, I mean, honestly, where do you think he got that from, SNEAKO? His co-host is literally a former federal agent. Okay, so yeah, like y'all pull this tactics all the time. That's how you scam your fans and lie to them, right? Oh, we got all this information, and then you bring out doctored evidence, bunch of doctored evidence, because your boy obviously knows how to frame a nigga from his federal job as an agent. Okay, so I mean, framing niggas is easy. So you guys come out with all these doctored evidence, or come out and spin the truth to fit your narrative, like that whole Anna Quinn situation. Myron came out there and literally tried to spin the Anna Quinn situation as it was Anna being sexually aggressive to him. And we all saw the DMs. You see what I'm saying? It's the psyop shit. So, SNEAKO, you can't be surprised if Fresh is pulling the same stunt. I mean, it's kind of obvious it was going to happen.
Just fucking it's not that crucial. Trust me, you're fine. It's not that crucial.
But we've been in a situation where like people complain that.
Also, he's claiming that love speech members love speech. Do you guys start JQing your mom? Do you guys JQ the pharmacist and the teacher? Are you there talking about the tunnels in New York in the grocery store? Are you talking about the USS Liberty in the library?
Why would people be doing this with random civilians out there? This is why no one hangs out with you, SNEAKO. Like, this is why all your influencer friends stop hanging out with you, because you want to have Jew question conversations all over the place. You want to have it with a cashier. You want to have it with the librarian. You want to have it with a dog out there named Fido. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear the JQ questions. This idea, oh, we're standing for truth or whatnot. How about you go dig up some shit? I mean, you got the money, fund somebody, dig up some shit that the government is actually, doesn't want to get exposed. Dig it up and expose it and see what happens to you. Yeah. See, real powers at B, they don't pay attention to this little shit you do. It's the shit that you purposely avoid, and y'all know what it is. It's the shit that you purposely avoid that you know for a fact if you venture into that category, you're going to end up like a Snowden. You're going to end up like an Assange, Julian Assange. That's going to be y'all. See, unlike y'all, you can LARP as free speech freedom fighters, but we've actually witnessed what governments and powers that be are willing to do to an individual when they're really on the truth. They're really about to expose that shit. We've seen it. All of y'all still having access to platforms. All y'all still having access to media. All of y'all who still have your freedoms right now because the government isn't putting their boot on your neck for telling the truth. It just means that what you're saying is irrelevant to the real plans out there. You're irrelevant. So you calling Fresh out and saying this and that and this and that. You going out and talking to your random librarian about, hey, do you know the Jews own the media? See, this is the stuff they don't want you to hear. It's like, what? Oh my God, bro. You are all lost the plot. This is why like shit's getting weak and we're getting manipulated day by day. We got to stop this. This is not it. Don't have JQ questions with random people you see on the street. Please don't do this. It's a one-way ticket to get yourself canceled. Don't do it.
Guys, the Gulf of Tonkin resolution, like dancing Israelis. Is that what you guys do all the time? Okay, okay, all right. Look at okay. They're trolling, by the way. If this get okay, you guys are trolling, right? You're trolling, right?
Nah, they not trolling. They think Fresh won that debate. They're not trolling you. They think Fresh won that debate, bro.
Because you're saying yes. Okay, look, they're saying yes. They are trolling. Nobody yells that in the doctor's office. Yes, you're trolling.
Yo, listen, bro, like, I love your stuff, but like, that's my job. Because you're telling them something, That's not genuine.
No. So okay, so Fresh won the debate.
Okay,
Yeah, they weren't trolling you. I told you they weren't. They were for real. Yeah, Fresh won that motherfucker. I'm dumbfounded. Right? Either they hate you, SNEAKO, or you really did a poor job. But I don't think you did. So that's why I think a lot of these Rumble dudes are just weird to begin with. That's probably why they're on Rumble.
Fresh, like, do you not understand? I'm gooning, and
Gooning means jerking off?
yes.
Nigga, I am. We're
Ben,
gooning.
what the fuck are you talking about?
You want to talk about it?
What are you talking about? I was less successful.
Oh, Ethan called me broken single. Let's see.
Crash out imminent.
Money advice from SNEAKO. That dude is broke and single.
Yeah, making a girl come is gay.
Once again, I am the traditional king. Like, y'all are fucking looking into the wrong place.
Crash out imminent in T-5 seconds.
No more argument. Ethan, your Zionist ass ran from the debate that you called for, so now you're using even more Jewish tactics. First you used the Holocaust one, now you're using the money one. What, you have YouTube lying to people so you're getting AdSense? Do you think that makes you a better person?
Crash out imminent T-4 seconds.
Do you even, okay. You know what? I don't have to talk about my finances to this fucking Zionist rat. If you don't want to do the debate, then scurry your way back into the tunnels, fraud. And shout out to this Palestinian man over here, pressing them. Because over here, yeah, you think that I'm broken single? Bro, you guys look like demons. That's what everybody sees. Like, no matter what he said, if you just look at the picture of you guys sitting in the car while you're being driven around by your wife, while your legs are up on the dashboard, you look like tweakers at the gas station.
Crash out imminent T-1 second.
It was mandatory conscription. It was mandatory to go and kill Palestinians. You're a murderous freak, the both of you.
Place for your life tips. Why not talk to a dude who's been married and has money?
Fuck you.
Dating
He's done. He's about to go in.
101, motherfucker.
Sick, bro. What are you, 40 years old? Like, you're 40, so you're married. You should be. It's normal. It's very normal for a 26-year-old to be looking to get married, first off. Like, do you think that was an argument? Second, you're married to an IDF soldier. Dumbass.
Bomboka. Okay, bro, how are you this triggered over Ethan? That's what I'm like. You just went from fresh and fit and then just crashed out over Ethan Klein for no fucking reason. This is why people are clowning you, SNEAKO. It's this shit right here. It's like, oh, what did he say? He says you're broke. Okay, you can't take that joke. Like, come be dog. That's crazy, bro. Come on, you don't need to be doing all that. This is insane. But hey, listen, a crash out's a crash out. Why not?
Most people don't want to be married to terrorist IDF soldiers who advocate towards rape, who start protesting when they can't rape innocent Palestinians more. That's not an accomplishment, the fact that you wifed up an IDF soldier.
Bro, like, again, I think isn't that like a mandatory thing? Like, people, like, you got to do like some kind of government service. I don't know. Like, most of the people there, men and women, are IDF soldiers, most of them, right? So again, bro, don't you think you're a little like extreme with the rhetoric? Like, bro, you calling them baby killers? Like, yo, chill. He called you broke. I mean, that's a disproportionate response in my book. You're crashing out. Relax. See, this is why I said he has some vendetta against Ethan Klein. I don't know what it is, bro, but like, just play it off chill. Like, just be chill, bro. It is what it is. Like, you just going crazy, Jew hole and all this. Like, bro, y'all going crazy on this one. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Scurrying in the tunnels.
Respect me, bitch. You getting dating?
Respect me, bro. No one respects you. You called for the debate and you can't run away from it. Nothing about you makes you a man. You have no manly qualities, nothing masculine about you. You're not a man of your word. You're afraid of me. You're a genocidal Zionist.
I don't agree with that, the genocidal Zionist, but I do agree with what SNEAKO says, where, listen, it's frustrating when people call you out for smoke, you accept the smoke and they run or they hide behind somebody else's balls. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Matter of fact, it recently happened to me, right? So again, it just sucks because like these guys beat their chest like tough guys. Oh, I'll fight you, bro. I'll do something to you. You say yes, and then they say, oh well, yeah, you offended that other guy, and the other guy got mad at you, so no smoke. I get it, I understand, okay, but you can be perfectly fine just calling Ethan a bitch. He's a bitch for ducking. It is what it is. You're going into this whole other tangent, bro. It makes you sound crazy.
You cried to Hasanabi because you can't handle the truth, and you married an IDF soldier. The only thing that you could have is money. The only attribute you could say is I'm rich. What, lying to people? Back in the tunnel. Back in the tunnel. Nothing. He ain't got. He ain't got.
Money advice from.
Shout out to this Palestinian man. Dating and money. Dating and money, man. You're.
Allah Akbar! He doesn't actually go back to the stream, right? He just kind of like loses his train of thought, and it just kind of loses his mind. And then on Ethan Klein, it just goes on to something else, right? But it then begs the question, right? Like, okay, do you think SNEAKO is truly reformed, right? Because he's saying all these things on social media. He's acting like he's really changed, but then you're starting to see these little cracks in his armor, right? You're starting to see these little things where it's like, bro, this crazy immature response, this crazy reactions you're doing, it doesn't seem like somebody who is of sound and healed mind, right? You sound crazy. So again, this is why when I can, although I can applaud someone, listen, we used to clown SNEAKO. See, some of y'all that call us haters, we actually don't hate. When we clown you, there's a lot of, we joke, obviously, but there's a lot of constructive criticism in there. And if we see you start to actually turn and you're cleaning up your rhetoric and you're doing things the right way, we're going to give you praise. Joe, chat, y'all see me do it. I've been giving SNEAKO praises recently, but I've been also cautioning you that I have doubts about that, right? Because again, you still see these immature spurts coming out of SNEAKO every once in a while. That was a completely unhinged response. But then some people might say, well, Duke, let's be real here. Was it really unhinged? Because, I mean, yeah, a lot of this sounded racially charged, but isn't that what he's been cultivating? Isn't that the audience he's been building this long? Yeah, but then you guys also see how he's trying to call out Andrew Tate for also being a white supremacist, right? And basically being a hypocrite of it all. But he's also getting flack from his fans. So y'all might be asking, could this be, Duke, that maybe SNEAKO understands that he's at that crossroads? So half of his content, he has to really be like the most racist, xenophobic, homophobic, crazy person out there, right? And on the other half, part of him actually wants to break out of that mold because maybe he is actually making a change and transforming for the better, but he's being held back by the more toxic alt-right or alt-right fans, right? And if you're asking that question that I just assumed you guys were asking me, then you might be onto something, right? And someone else who's also asking that question is this channel, Too Lazy to Try. We've reacted to the video before, and he put out a video out there that was just basically breaking down the mental dilemma that SNEAKO is currently facing right now. And we're going to react to it.
Yo, I'm going to be talking about SNEAKO and Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit and how they got carried away with trying to pander to a certain audience and how it backfired on them. Because it looks like now SNEAKO might be starting to regret the audience he's cultivated. Like, it hasn't been going too well for him. And recently he had to break the news to his audience that he's not actually racist.
Like, you're liberal now because you don't hate black people? Are you stupid? I've never hated black people. You switched up. Did you think that I was gonna be an Uncle Tom in the big house for you whites? No, never. I can't believe people like this is people thinking I'm attacking whites. When did SNEAKO sell out? What? Did you think that I was a white supremacist? Look at me.
But Myron, I don't think will ever reach this point. Like, he still is going hard trying to pander, but he always just constantly humiliates himself in the process, and it's hilarious. I mean, the guy's so desperate to convince people that he's based, that he sucks up to white supremacists. Like, he wants to be accepted by them so badly that he'll join a whites only Twitter space and try to convince the people in it that he's just like them, which is so embarrassing, especially because they want nothing to do with him, obviously. Like, they're pretty open and honest about that by calling it whites only. It's not really a secret. But also Myron, he does think of himself as a white guy.
Some guys are different about it. Like, some dudes are like, yeah, it's gonna be funny. Eskimo Brothers is for a funny story and shit. But and then some guys are like, hell, I've noticed with black dudes, they don't like doing that shit. White guys, we're all like, yeah, well, I said we. Yeah,
caught in 4K. In 4K, and we know shit is real because that was back when before King Richards got them veneers in, right? King Richards was still he got them can opening tooth right there. All right, so we know this shit was real. It was old, right? We got you in 4K. Well, I mean, it's more like 720p, but still, y'all know what I mean. The nigga thought he was white. Look at this.
Yeah, he's so white. He's white, Justin. See, he's white. He a black bro.
Hey, man.
That was natural.
I officially just stamped Myron as white.
What I meant to say was when I was in college, yeah, I knew that was coming.
So when he joined the Twitter space, he was trying to kiss their ass and convince them that he's just like them. But of course, that didn't work. And once he left, they're talking about him afterwards. And they kept calling him the N-word and said he promotes N-word behavior.
And I agree with him. Like, we gain nothing. Like, one of these niggas comes in, they talk nice. They're like, oh, look, white people deserve their space and can't we just be friends and blah, blah, blah. But then later that night, they're just behavior. You know, I think it was you, Comfy, that was speaking about that guy where he's like against the Jews and all that.
To go through all this and still simp for the white supremacy guys after hearing this, come on. Like, obviously there is an issue here, right? And there's got to be some kind of issue here.
Shit, and then a half an hour later, he's posting shit like, yeah, as many bitches as you can, and just full fucking nigga behavior.
Yeah. Myron Gaines. Yeah. Myron Gaines.
The worst thing he said was, don't marry a girl until you're 35. What a retarded thing to say.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot. Stupidest thing ever, mate. You know?
This is why we're talking. This is what we were saying yesterday. Like, at the end of the day, they're fucking low IQ, they're low impulse control. Even if, you know, they say a few things that are based or whatever by our standards, don't fucking fall for it. Don't think that they're on our side. Oh, base, you know, it just doesn't happen. It's just, you know what I mean?
And Myron must just like getting humiliated because after this, he joined again and they just kept calling him the N-word. They got into an argument and they eventually had to kick him out.
Hey, Myron, you're in a hostile
and I'm not
area,
scared
bro.
to have conversation with you guys because I'm not a pussy.
Okay, well,
you're gonna have to either kick me out or whatever.
You're not gonna have a conversation with him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, well, this dude's so whatever. British guy, like, dude, I know you're mad about 1776.
Black men are like most likely to fuck other black men.
Well, listen. Based off of what we've seen from a lot of these dudes, like Myron over here. Okay, or who's that other guy? This guy right here.
But ass.
I listen. I don't know, bro. Because a lot of dudes, all right, who've been criticizing y'all in these pill popping spaces, okay, us included. We've been saying, hey, you know what's weird? The red pill not only has it gotten bastardized with the talking points. A lot of y'all are kind of getting sus, bro. A lot of y'all have been getting extremely sus. Chat, am I wrong? Am I wrong, right? So again, like a lot of y'all in the spaces are just like, okay. Some of your ideologies just bringing all these boys around other boys, doing boy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever boy stuff will be boy stuff y'all are doing over there, right? So it's just y'all need to chill on the the rhetoric a little bit, clean it up, and then go from there. And that would involve you almost exiting from the white supremacist space. But here's the trap that Myron has found himself in. You can't really go back from that, bro. Once you've entered the space, right, especially as a black presenting person, right? I say black presenting because I think if I called Myron black, he would take that as an insult. So I just want to leave that alone. But I would say a black presenting person, listen, dog, once you go that alt-right route where you're talking about N-bombs and this and that, and you're hanging out with guys dropping N-bombs and you're not checking them, bro. I remember I was on a stream once when somebody did that, and I left immediately. And somebody dropped the N-bomb on me, and I left immediately because I'm not gonna fight or argue with you or go back and forth and whatnot. Because then y'all gonna call it a stereotype, and I refuse to add to any stereotypes. But it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, so that's how you think. I'm gone. I don't say nothing else, right? So the fact that you stayed on, you're having conversations with these people, you're treating them as they're your friends, that's crazy. You can't come back from that. People are going to look at you weird. They're going to look at you weird, bro. Like, in the ideal world, they would lynch you. And I'm just being honest. Why even cape for these fools? That's what I'm saying. Just the moment somebody drops that N-bomb with the hard ER, just X-nay yourself from that situation, especially if they're white. Just get out of that situation. Just leave. Don't even try to, it might even be a setup. They might try to get you to hit them or something like that. Don't even fall for that. Just leave the situation. Go.
Kick this here.
So he's just so desperate for the approval of white people. It's honestly kind of sad. Like, also, I think last year when he was on SNEAKO's stream, he was wearing a Klan hood while he's going off on Abba and Preach. And Nick Fuentes, he later joined the stream, and even he was like, damn, this is hardcore, even for me.
I like that.
Video that
we got these niggas running like it's an employment line.
What the
What? Don't do that. I will find you, you fucking stinky looking piece of shit. You go fucking back right here. I don't like you already as a character.
This is.
I don't know. I think that's a real life character, right? Because again, there's got to be a limit to certain types of jokes. Right? Yeah, you could play on certain stereotypes. That's fine. I mean, even black folks play on stereotypes, right? Hey, black people time, right? That's a common stereotype I hear all the time. Like, people can joke about stereotypes. It's not like people are trying to cancel you. But then when you come out here with a little clown hoodie, you got a clown hoodie on, and you're going deep in these fucking stereotypes, and it doesn't even seem like you're joking, because this video was in reference to going and responding to Abba and Preach's video, responding to you. You see what I'm saying? So people didn't see this as a joke. They just saw your real character just showing through the stream. That's all they saw. You thought you were safe on Rumble, but we got you in 4K.
It's not
I was
representative.
born this way, you chick. Keep going, chick.
No, I don't think they do. So
you damn right there, high value man. They save more lives than your motherfuckers have. What the fuck you niggas doing? Y'all sitting there in the entire ass film. I'm sitting next to a fucking monkey with dreads for a decade. You niggas.
That was a little hardcore. It was a little hardcore even for me.
I'm glad you didn't show up in a white hood, Nick. That would have optics, you know?
I was gonna do the MAGA hat, but it wouldn't go as hard as the white hood. So
Nick, your followers.
This is the shit that makes me not trust SNEAKO's transformation. This was not even a year ago. This stream right here wasn't even a year ago, right? And he has the balls to call out Andrew Tate. I mean, I'm glad he's doing it, chat, right? We got to give these guys props when they're doing good things, because we want to encourage them to do more good things, right? But again, it's like, SNEAKO, like, you have the balls to do that, and this was you literally not even a year ago, bro. Like, I mean, come on.
Are going to Myron now. You got competition.
that's true. Both of you guys are. It's like I'm being outdone. I thought I went pretty hard in November,
you got Myron leading the dissident right now.
Yeah, it's a couple of the Albanian and a black guy.
What the fuck?
I heard that some of y'all were raising the salute, so I decided to come back.
Let's go. Poor SNEAKO. Pearl rolls out. Oh, come on.
No!
I would have just ended the stream right there. Like, right, just the moment that happened. SNEAKO, if you wanted to prove you went on some fuck shit, getting clout, getting money type bullshit with this stream, I would have shut it off the moment this dude did this shit right here, and I'd have just checked him. I'm like, yo, don't you ever jeopardize my platform like that again, bro. Matter of fact, I've been doing it on the stream where people come in and drop the F slur. Because, like, listen, don't come to my stream doing that. I don't even say that shit on my stream. Don't say that on my stream at all. Like, I will check you. I've done that multiple times. Even that Allende stream where y'all were trying to call him gay for stripping, right? And I was like, hey, some dude came up there on my stream to talk to him, dropping the F slurs and whatnot. I'm like, hey, get the fuck out of my stream. Oh, don't talk crazy like that. What are we doing? That's crazy. You got to check people when they do this shit. You're going to be letting somebody just do a Nazi salute while wearing a clown hoodie on your stream. If you were a real one, I would have just dropped this right here instead of playing us off like some kind of like sick joke.
We're down. Let's go.
No.
Let's go. We're down for whatever.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so Myron is just completely out of control. I mean, people think SNEAKO's extreme, but even he looked kind of embarrassed about that. And he just seems like now he's starting to tone it down a bit. Like when Myron was on his stream recently, I think just last week, you could tell SNEAKO was not as into it. Like at one point, they're talking about that podcaster, Bobby Altov, and how she's been running around partying with athletes and rappers. And at first, they're both in agreement. They're like, yeah, she should be spending more time with her kids and her family. But then Myron, he had to take it up a notch. And he's like, yeah, and she's hanging around black people. And SNEAKO's like, well, what's wrong with that? And then they kind of had a disagreement about it. And then eventually SNEAKO's like, what was the deal with you in that whites only Twitter space recently?
Brutal. She's hanging out with two makes it even worse.
Okay. Wait, what? These aren't.
Yeah, they are.
She's Dominican. Wait, why is it bad that she's hanging out with black people?
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, yo, that's a crazy, yo. Hey, nah. Just nah, bro. That's a crazy thing to say, Myron. Hell, you were Uncle Ruckus for that. Hold up. That's oh my God, bro. That's a crazy thing. It's like, why? Like, what do you mean? And even SNEAKO is shocked, which makes me think this whole thing this whole alt-right thing that SNEAKO is doing, it's a grift. SNEAKO doesn't actually believe that shit. I don't think he believes that shit at all, right? But what makes me kind of like suspect that SNEAKO is not that I think he's racist. It's because, like, bro, you pretended to be down with this alt-right shit for clout. I mean, what's your character like, bro? Again, I like the face he's on. We just have to remember these things. This is how a normal person thinks, okay? When you get burned once, you're like, hey, listen, bro, I'm gonna have to look at this a little closely. You looking a little sus right now with these ratings. You always got to look at that, right? So again, I don't think SNEAKO's racist because I think that was just a shock. That shit Myron just said was an absolute shock, right? It was a shock to me. Like, yo, what? And he dropped a hard R in that. The hard R. For what? So SNEAKO, just stop with the grift. That's how you know he's grifting, bro.
Doing good stuff. That was a really good moment, man. Shout out to you. Also, by the way, I bought your t-shirt. POV, you're Haitian. Dude, what the The girls are both Spanish.
They look black or half black. They look like half breeds. Yeah.
This one here is definitely, she's Puerto Rican.
No, that bitch is black.
This is a Puerto Rican and a
black
Dominican.
and something. They're both mixed, bro.
You say this. I saw the.
Hey, that's how you know Myron's a racist. Because racists, they know they're racist. Racist people know the race of other people. They know it very well. Because otherwise, how can you be a racist, right? Oh no. She definitely mixed with something. Because to me, I thought maybe like. Definitely the girl in the green. I didn't think the two girl wearing black. I think they were definitely something else, but they definitely wouldn't mix with black. But Myron knows. He's like, nope. That's a they both mix with something. I could smell the black on them. Oh my goodness! Only a racist can spot this, right? You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of a King of the Hill. Y'all, I don't know if you've never heard of King of the Hill, just leave the chat right now. Okay, just exit out. I don't want to hear about you. All right, but it reminds me of that King of the Hill episode where Hank's dad came in and he finally met his neighbor, the Laotian guy, right? And was it Boomhauer or Dale? Dale called him Chinese, right? And then Hank's dad was able to spot it right away. He's like, he's not Chinese, he's Laotian. And Hank's dad, y'all know in King of the Hill, is probably the most racist person you'll ever see, right? So the fact that he was able to know that, hey, no, that he's not Chinese, he's Laotian. I know my racist. That's what Byron is displaying right here, bro. That is crazy. But this is how I know that like SNEAKO's a fake clout chasing alt-right wannabe, and Myron's about that life.
The clip of you got you were in a whites only Twitter space and you got kicked out.
Yeah, they didn't want to debate. Niggas got scared.
Yeah, so I think SNEAKO might be regretting some of the people he chose to associate with. And then also later on during the stream, Myron's dog shit all over SNEAKO's apartment, which is just awesome. And then SNEAKO went on to Fresh and Fit afterwards and got into a giant argument with Walter, which was absolutely hilarious. And I just talked about it on Patreon. Make sure you check that out after this video.
We actually just got done talking about the after fact. Chat, you see what I mean when I put these shows together? I'm like, bro, I'm telling y'all right now, there's a reason why I structure my shows this way, baby. All right, I'm keeping y'all in the loop right now. Come on.
So many good moments from it. It is really cringy. And it also made me realize I'm pretty sure Fresh and Fit is coming to an end soon. I mean, it seems like the whole red pill space is just kind of imploding at this point. And I wouldn't be surprised if SNEAKO is starting to rethink his whole career, because recently he's been getting a lot of shit from his fans and people he associates with because he's denied the idea that Haitian immigrants are eating people's pets in Ohio. And he's just been very pro-Haiti because his dad's from there and he's been visiting there a lot recently. So after the presidential debate, when Trump said that the Haitian immigrants are eating people's pets, SNEAKO put out this tweet where he said the story's fake. And then he also put out another one where he said, soon the people will know the truth about the beautiful country of Haiti, and posted a picture of himself there. And he just got absolutely...
This could also be him being a contrarian, right? We don't know. But I think part of him feels that. But again, this is another thing with Trump too as well, bro. Like, I don't know if, again, this, because y'all know there was another assassination attempt on his life recently. Like, no, not the one that was going. There was another one recently, but this guy, they caught the guy before he did anything stupid. He was lying in the bushes or some shit like that. We're gonna react to that. That was crazy, right? But it's like maybe it's the rhetoric, right? Okay, maybe listen, because a lot of people on the right now, they think, okay, they're saying it's a you know, the guy's CIA connections and whatnot. We don't know that yet. We can dig into it if we want to, but I'm just saying, like, first of all, there's an issue with men. I think the government needs to stop ignoring this and just start addressing it, okay? The mass school shootings, the men who are being emboldened to start assassinating presidents, something we haven't seen for over 50 years, right? I mean, it's insane. That means the men are going crazy right now. We don't know what it is, right? So you can say it's a CIA psyops or whatnot. I think that, listen, we can only have more of these incidents keep happening with the school shootings, mass shootings, and all these different things for us to finally realize that, hey, maybe there's a mental problem happening with some men out there in the world right now, and we should probably have a serious conversation about it that can lead to some kind of, political outcome or something like that. But that shit's not normal. Twice in a row, this guy was attempted on. This is more times we've seen an assassination attempt than, like, any other time in history. I'm like, I'm just shocked that this is happening. But maybe we got to tone down the rhetoric too. Like, talking about Haitians eating babies. You don't know how many crazy dudes are walking around out here that could take that seriously and say, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna just go out this way. This is how I'm gonna go out. Stop. Just keep it on task, bro.
Be annihilated in the comments. I mean, pretty much everybody was making fun of him, which, of course, you know, the people that follow him aren't going to be sympathetic towards Haiti or the immigrants from there. And then the people that would be more sympathetic towards that obviously just hate SNEAKO and are preying on his downfall. So everybody's just piling on here. You know, he was getting destroyed. And this made him rethink his whole opinion on white supremacy.
A country that was built by white people, by white supremacy, if it changes from that, there's going to be absolute mayhem. If you destroy the ethnic majority, if you destroy the ethnicity that created the country, you destroy the essence of it. White people created America. And like this narrative that, like, well, Chinese people built the railroads. Who hired the Chinese people to build the railroads?
It doesn't matter who had the money. It's who put in the metal, who put in the work. That's all that matters. The people who built that shit, not the people who paid to do it. They just put their name on it.
Well, slaves, they picked some cotton. Slaves didn't build America.
I would still never fully. Y'all want to understand why I'm still giving SNEAKO props, right? It's because, like, we're not fully haters here. We like to congratulate people when they're doing good things, right? But I will still, if you guys are wondering why I still also give him, like, I'm still criticizing him and I'm skeptical of his change, is because this shit that he said, like, literally a year and a half ago, it is incredibly difficult to forget. That's why I'm, like, still hesitant. Some of y'all be like, yo, Duke, I mean, you're saying you're praising SNEAKO, but, like, and then again, you're like seriously, like, doubting his change, and you're seriously doubting, you know, what he's saying right now. The reason why is a year and a half ago, we used to clown this guy for doing this exact same thing. So excuse-moi if I'm just like, hey, bro, you were saying the exact same thing Myron is saying right now. Andrew Tate is saying right now. You're saying the exact same thing, yet now you're the guy to call out Andrew Tate, and then you're getting mad that your fans are calling you out for deviating from the plot. So this is why. He said some wild shit back then.
White people did. They were the engineers, the designers, the one creating all the deals. White people created America. White people, the United States of America is a white country. It was built by white people. It was created by white people.
Should be a white country. When was this ever a white country? When, like, for a couple of years?
You see the switch up. You see the switch up. Like, chat, it was so quick. How can you can't believe, like look at that. This was literally not even a full year, bro. The switch up. That's why you can't fully trust this shit, bro. It's like, bro, it's too damn quick. Like, I understand if this was like 4 years ago, right? This was the old SNEAKO. Okay, fine, whatever, right? But, like, this was last year, bro. You was saying some wild shit, like, and now you're on this thing. I guess people are saying it's the religion. Religion got to him. Well, congratulations to you. I'm glad you found a religion that made you switch like that. But for us folks over here that watched you all year long saying the dumbest shit like this, it's hard for us to forget. I'm just saying, we all sat there and watched you did what you did. It's hard for us to forget. Yeah, the new religion is great, and I'm still gonna give you props because I'm not a hater. But we don't forget what you did. we don't forget at all.
What the founding fathers, and then all these immigrants poured in immediately. White supremacy is white Zionism. It's the same exact thing. Wanting to have a white-only nation is not a white country. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I'm sorry. I don't know why people are even trying to get this. That will never occur. Bro, you guys would fuck Hitler if you could. You think being like you...
Who says shit like this? And you expect it to be taken seriously? No. Sorry. Just be honest here. Who says shit like this and expect it to be taken seriously? It doesn't even make any sense. Everybody should want to fuck Hitler. This is, again, people watching you, the different SNEAKO, the new SNEAKO right now. It's hard for them to buy it. Although they're encouraging, they can't. It's hard for them to buy into this bullshit, bro, because your ideas flip-flop like fucking pancakes. That's what it is. 1 minute you're here, the next minute you're there, based off the wind. So this is tough because you were literally saying this not too long ago. This was last year.
Worship the fact that you're Aryan. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Do you think that being white is an accomplishment? We was Aryans and shit. Stop sucking Hitler off. I've come to realize, and I didn't know this, a lot of people warned me about this, but conservative ideas to a lot of people, it's just white supremacism.
That's what we've been saying. I'm not saying it's all of it. I think it's kind of like the red pill. When the red pill was like, it had a message and then they lost the plot and then it got worse after Kevin Samuels died. It's the same thing with these conservative shit, right? There's good messaging in being a conservative. I met some great conservative people. So I'm not going to just sit here and say all conservatives or label them as racist. That'd be incredibly ignorant for me to say, right? But we can't deny that there's an element of it online that is this bullshit, this Jewish, what do you call it? This Nazi, the N-word with the hard R bullshit. This is what it's become. Okay, you guys are now. It's like how the red pill got bastardized. You're now seeing a lot of it happen with conservatism. It's now becoming bastardized. Now, I don't believe it's because the red pillars joined the conservative space and all of a sudden it's starting to transform into this racist shit. I do think there was a certain element of the far right space that was, definitely racist and always have been racist. And when these pill poppers came in, because they do have a wave behind them, okay, and these pill poppers were already on that racist shit because it was bastardized from Andrew Tate on forward, right? They merged with a lot of these other guys, and now a lot of this Twitter spaces that has to do with pill poppers who are now grifting into the space has become extremely racist, xenophobic, fucking homophobic, all the phobias you got, it's right there. All there. So it's so hard for people to believe your new transformation, SNEAKO, if a year and a half ago, literally you were part of the problem.
It doesn't go back to God, it goes back to Hitler.
It was Hitler evil.
Was Thomas Jefferson evil?
How about switching sides?
So he did a complete 180 here, and it's funny because he's supposed to be starting a podcast with Myron, Elijah Schaefer, and Nick Fuentes, who all completely disagree with him on this. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Like Nick Fuentes and Elijah Schaefer have been calling him out on this recently.
And he's always talking about Haiti killed the slave owners. Haiti's not so bad. Well, why don't you go live there, bro?
Yeah, I forgot. This was actually part of our next reaction, right? Because, like, listen, yo, chat, we are following the entire saga right now. Like the melting down of a lot of these conservatives from the announcement that we talked about with the show. We're just following the entire saga. Like it's just not working out right now. Yeah, those guys are now turning on SNEAKO because they're saying, "Hey, bro, you're losing a plot. Okay, Haitians eat dogs. We have to keep that narrative going." Okay. What is this shit? A bit? Are you a lefty? What is it? You're a fucking lefty? Hey, SNEAKO, welcome to the club. Okay. Listen, I'm not even a freaking what do you call it? I'm not even a lefty, right? Or whatever you guys would call it, a liberal, whatever it is. I'm a liberal guy, but I think y'all have bastardized the difference between someone on the left and someone who's a liberal, but it is what it is, right? But again, I'm a liberal guy, right? I'm not a lefty because I have like pretty balanced points. But then if I say something that goes against a lot of what the conservatives believe, right? All of a sudden, it's like, oh, Duke's a liberal. He's a lefty. That's what he is. It's like, what? What? That? Hey, no, I'm not. No, I'm not, bro. I'm like right smack dab right there in the middle, right? Do what the fuck you want to do, right? But that's the argument. These guys, you have to be 100% on their ideology, or it's whatever, or you're not like them. You're not like them, and we don't want to be like you. And SNEAKO is realizing, you know what? I don't want to be like y'all. And I think part of the reason is because their ideology eventually is going to brush up against Islam. Because there's another stream where SNEAKO kind of goes in depth on this real quick, right? He goes in. He says, hey, listen, a lot of these guys, they're just propping up Christianity and they're doing this and that and this and that. And I don't agree with it, right? And a lot of it has to do with because these guys at some point, they're going to turn on Islam. And the ideology is going to be at odds because SNEAKO is at that crossroads, kind of like where Big Mo was at, but then failed to do anything about it, right? He's seeing that these guys, these alt-right guys, they're making fun of that group. They're making fun of Haitians. Hell, Andrew Tate, who's supposed to be a Muslim, blamed a stabbing on a Muslim migrant. Turns out it wasn't a Muslim migrant. So even the guys who are supposed to be Muslim are turning against Islam, right? Or Muslims, right? So he's seeing the writing on the wall, and SNEAKO, what this is, and we're just going to be pragmatic about this, okay? SNEAKO has seen the writing on the wall. He's getting his Muslim wake-up call, okay? And his Muslim wake-up call is if he's going to sit around and watch these guys clown all these other groups, including Haitians, well, guess what? Eventually, they're going to turn to Muslims. That's all this is. So the same thing with Big Mo. We had an opportunity, and now he's crying because they're dissing Haitians because it's the new thing. SNEAKO has he has a chance to do something about it, and he's bucking against it. And I think it's smart. The reason why I think it's smart, because what's going to end up happening is that when these guys and this racial bullshit blows up in their fucking faces, SNEAKO can go back to this time and say, I stood against them, and they criticized me for it, and he'll be a winner. So, again, you got to think about these things, right? You got to think about all of it.
Why don't you go bring Islam to Haiti? You can go be a jihadist in Haiti.
You see what I mean? They're already with the jihadists. Like, you already know what these guys are really thinking. Why even join up with them?
Isn't that always? They always do that. They live in America, and they live in like a nice condo built by white people, in a city built by white people, in a country built by white people, and they shit on white supremacists and white people and defend Haiti. Well, they are hundreds or thousands of miles away from the giant stinking shit heap filled with trash and garbage and cannibals that is Haiti.
So, that is diabolical, bro. How can you say something like that? Oh my goodness. But hey, SNEAKO, Liko, Bicho, this was the guy you were propping up a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. You were listen, SNEAKO, this is your bed. You made it. You propped up Nick Fuentes, even when people listen, should have avoided him. But even when you got kicked off of YouTube, you kept propping him up on Rumble, right? You kept giving this guy's dead internet career new life. And now you're mad that new life you gave this loser, he's now turning against you over one comment you made. Who needs enemies with friends like Nick Fuentes? Huh? Who needs enemies like if you got guys like Elijah Schaefer? Who needs enemies? Again, you made your bed, bro. Like this, you got to be careful who you're dealing with. That's why I'm like, I'm so anti building communities with a lot of these guys, okay? Because social media is social media. A lot of these guys, they're out for themselves, okay? Don't build any community with these people because what's going to end up happening is the whole other level is going to be flipped on you. The minute it does it, you could have went any other route. You chose to build a platform with Nick Fuentes, and now you're mad because he's big enough and they're turning against you. And look at all the shitty things he's saying about Muslims. Look at the shitty things he's saying about Haiti. Look at this nonsense he's saying about Haitian people. Like it's insane. It's crazy. And this is the guys Myron is building a new conservative show that's going to save America with. Whew.
We'll see if that podcast happens. Hopefully it does, because I think it could be pretty interesting, especially after all this drama. But it seems like SNEAKO could be starting to regret associating with some of these people. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And then
I think it's dumb. I think SNEAKO is probably going to go the opposite route. Like, he's going to definitely start criticizing them. Personally, I think the conservative show might still happen, and SNEAKO might just represent that voice that might be opposing. Because then if it's all supposed to be three of them circle jerking each other, then, I mean, the show's not going to really, it's going to be worthless, right? But they're probably going to need that element or that contrarian element where I think SNEAKO can probably provide that. I don't know. I don't think they're going to dump SNEAKO like that. But personally, after hearing what Nick Fuentes said about you, just based off of you defending Haiti, do you even want to be on a show with that guy? Do you even want to be seen around that guy? How serious do you take Islam? Because if you take it serious, that nigga just disrespected you. And you're going to sit there and sit down and smile with the guy, laugh with the guy, joke with the guy, and not forget that he just said that y'all a bunch of fucking shithole eaters, right? Are we going to just forget that? So, SNEAKO, you got a real big choice coming up here pretty soon. What are you going to do? Chat, we could be wrong, because we thought after that white supremacist outburst where they dissed Myron to his face and then kicked them off, that Myron was going to see the light and probably stay away from those guys. But Myron didn't do that. He actually tripled down on that. So maybe SNEAKO might follow down that path, or the Muslim Ummah who are supporting him right now can, steer him in the right direction away from those clowns and those platforms. We don't know. Or maybe it does. Clout Chaser SNEAKO might win out and just do it anyways. We have no idea. Only you guys can decide. But let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment section what you think was going to happen. I personally think, just based off of what we saw Myron do, maybe SNEAKO might be the exact same way. Because although we give SNEAKO props, I fully don't trust this transformation. So you guys can let me know in the chat. Do you think SNEAKO is going to stray away from these guys and say X-nay on these platforms, or you think, Duke, we've already seen Myron double down, SNEAKO probably won't be any different? Y'all let me know in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Oh shit, I forgot there was another video we gotta play, chat. This shit is hilarious.
But ass